Hi everyone, welcome to another video. We are going to be building a witchy hut today here in the witch's hut. Have I spelled witches right? I feel like it's wrong. It looks wrong. I definitely want to build it on a lake and a little bit of raised terrain. I haven't done that for a good while, so I feel like we should raise the terrain and then flatten it. I don't want it too high, so I want to like raise it like here a bit. Oh, not that far. Oh, be damned. Let's not have it that far. I am gonna... What is happening? Flatten to height. Okay, how do we adjust the height on this? Increase with control and plus. Okay. Oh, here we go. Is that too low? Too high? Actually, I feel like that's alright for a river to go around it. Yeah. Let's do that. Hey everyone, it's voiceover Kerry here. Welcome to the video. So you just saw the first part of a stream that I did, and I kind of just wanted to leave a little bit of the original voiceover in and then speed up the video for you guys for the actual speed build for me to talk over the top. I hope you guys don't mind that. Any comments or suggestions about the voiceovers, my head floating around on the video from a stream and that, just let me know in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate some feedback on that. If you guys don't mind my head being there, if it's irritating, if you don't mind me doing part original stream voiceover and part voiceover video, whatever you like, you guys just let me know and I can work around with both. And all suggestions, I'm assuming that they won't be very hard suggestions. So this witch's hut took me 2 stream days to fully complete. The first day I did the landscaping, the actual plot of the build and the physical build, and then I started finishing the living room. Now I do want to just mention I have cut a lot out of this video. It was originally going to be 1 hour long for you guys, and obviously I don't normally release a video that's that long. So I've cut out a lot of the landscaping, I've cut out a lot of where I'm just scrolling through the catalogue, obviously to break screens from the stream because you guys don't need those, and it was still very long, so I've had to cut out even more from the video. But do stay tuned, I do an absolute full tour of the build and the landscape and everything at the end of this video. This build ends up being just for 1 bedroom. I built it on a 30 by 30 lot just because I knew I definitely wanted a pond beside the witch's hut, and it's 1 bathroom. I built it in Forgotten Hollow because I thought the theme would suit it. I wanted it to be as small as possible for it to still represent a hut in a forest. It was supposed to be representing a hut being in a forest, but I felt if I put a lot of trees in the build, the gallery picture would basically just cover it and you wouldn't be able to see anything. So you got to use your imagination here and pretend that the build is completely enclosed off and fully surrounded by woods and the lake that I've built with it. Just fixing up the roof there. Oh, I haven't played with the... what are those roofs? I don't know what they're called. Tell me in the comments below because my brain is farting right now. Those roofs anyway for a very long time, so it was like, what do I do? I forgot how to cover up the posts and everything, but I got there in the end. I made it, and I do feel it is a nice little hut for a witch. I did create a female witch to live in this house. I do believe she is in the tour video. She should be up on my gallery for you guys. I don't really do cast videos anymore because they're not really popular on the channel. So if I do a build and I have a character in mind, I will do the character, but it will just only be on the Sims 4 gallery. So make sure you're following me on there at KerryPlays. Sometimes it doesn't always come up with KerryPlays though. Sometimes you have to find me KerrySimmer91. Don't ask me why. It just hates me. Everything hates me just recently. Anyway, and I was 1 square off of it being classed as a tiny living build. I was like, what? I can't lose 1 square. It all has the squares it needs. That's not possible. So I was a bit disappointed in that, but it was also funny at the same time that I was 1 square away from it being classed as a tiny living build. This build ends up coming in at 60,970 simoleons, and after I finished the build, I did have to add some things that I noticed were missing. So I had to add the outside bin, because girl always forgets that for some reason. I added some paving stones walking up to the front of the house. I remember in the stream when I got to the end of the build, I was like, I feel like something is missing at the front, and then I started placing stone statues and things on the left side of the entrance, and it still didn't look right. And then for some unknown reason, I was thinking about some builds that I'd done in the past of what I could do at the front, and I remembered about the paving stones, so I do add those in at the front. I also play tested the house and everything worked. The only thing that didn't was the umbrella stand. I think the Hoover and the coat rack are blocking it. I moved it to a load of different spots on that square grid next to the oven, and it just wasn't working out. Everything I did, it just hated it. It wouldn't let her get a brolly. She could choose a brolly, but she couldn't physically get one and use one outside in the rain. So I don't know what was happening there. Maybe it was the basket, but I even shrunk the basket down again, and it still wasn't letting me do or get a umbrella, should I say. Now the kitchen did take me a while to decide. I knew I only had this very, very small area, should I say, to play with, and I knew I didn't want the kitchen to be any bigger, because the point of a witch's hut was for it to be really small. So for this kitchen, I think I took quite a bit of it out, for the simple fact is I was doing a lot of the alt and moving the counters to get things into places where I wanted them to be, and the shift 9 and 0 to get everybody where I wanted them to be. And then at the end, I decided to filter to Realm of Magic to see what Realm of Magic had, and I found some potions, which I wish I had found earlier, because I was using vases for potion bottles, which you will see later on. And I do end up adding a couple of those. I didn't actually know that when you go into live mode, those potions had fumes coming out of them. I assume they didn't, so that's my bad on that. There are some floating potions with steam going through the shelf in the kitchen. I did pop a couple in the living room as well, just for show, and I think I popped a couple upstairs in the bedroom that I created for the witch. And then I found the witch's spellcasting book, so I popped one of those here in the kitchen, and I also found a wand as well, so I popped that here in the kitchen as well, as I felt they were the suitable areas for them of the space that we had. So I'm just finding some objects I knew I wanted to use in the kitchen, and then I'll be up and downing them all over the kitchen, which I do believe I do cut out. Now when I get to the dining room, this is how it originally looks when I get there, but because I found the Realm of Magic stuff at the end, I end up changing it. I don't think I keep that in the video, but I do definitely show it in the tour video. So the dining area does end up changing. Other than that, the rest of the house worked. The only thing is my sim was unhappy with her surroundings. She kept saying it was mucky, and I assumed that was because of all the potions I had lying around for her, but I didn't get rid of them because I was doing the tour. I play tested first and moved things if they needed to be moved if they didn't work, and then I did the tour video. So I was like, you're gonna have to put up with a dirty house, girl. She was not happy at all. So yeah, this was me going up and down and things, and none of the curtains went well. It was horrible, so I didn't put any in for this kitchen at all. As you can tell, I had to move a lot of stuff to place them into a specific place I wanted them to be in. It was mostly for counter space because obviously she needed one free counter to prepare food, and I think if the items are far enough back they actually do use the counter that has items on it sometimes. So this is just me just finding some objects that look like potion bottles and shrinking them down to different sizes for her and then changing them to different colors, and then I add in some more shelves over on the right side and the side next to the sink to be able to fit the potion bottles in, because I didn't know where else to put them. I was trying to put them above the sink, then I remember probably when I go through the testing they won't be able to use the sink, and then pulling the sink forward made it look weird and not okay, so I didn't like that idea. I did try and match all the items per colour, but obviously you know the Sims, a lot of the items don't match what we're already using, so I just did my best to match it with the shade of colour more than anything, and I wanted things to obviously, like I said, be in a specific place because of lack of space in this room and just because where things made sense that they would be. The crystals took a bit to actually get up there, believe it or not. I have chopped that off where I was just messing to get them up there and I couldn't get them up there. It was a pain in the backside, but I did manage to do it. She can use that counter because she picked up the book and the wand that I end up putting underneath the potions there when I was playtesting it, and I had to put them back because she wasn't supposed to. She just, like, you know what the Sims are like, they go on tangent and they touch things you don't want them to touch, you like, stop it. So I had to get her to go outside. The decking area that you saw at the beginning when I was building that, I put 2 rocking chairs out there, a little side table with like a lamp or reading candle on there, and the rounded deck, that is, not the other deck, and I popped a rug out there, and I also put the nifty knitting thing, is it crochet? I might be wrong there, correct me in the comments if I am wrong. And then the new one we recently got, what was it, cross stitch with the cottage living. Girls, mine is going blank, can you tell I haven't played Sims in a while? So as I said, this is a dining room. In here I didn't know how I wanted it to look at first with the shape and where the door was to get outside. I didn't obviously want to block that off, and I wanted it to look and feel functional and feel like a home, not like I just rammed everything into the corner. And then this does end up changing because I found some of the Realm of Magic stuff that I preferred instead. Now I don't know why I didn't just do Realm of Magic in the first place, even though I knew obviously we had kinda witchy stuff in the game. My brain clearly did not wake up until the end of the build when I remembered that we had stuff to do with magic and witch stuff in the end, so I was like, okay. The hanging plants, they just get moved over to the left a bit more. The hutch on the left gets changed out, so the actual seance globe ends up being on the table, but I thought with it just being here, that's okay. I guess this could be like her reading room, and maybe where she just has her meals by herself. I didn't know what I was saying there. My brain was completely blanking me out then. No clue what I was doing. And then I was just checking around everywhere before I end up moving upstairs. You got a quick glimpse of the rounded porch there, and then I decided to move into the bathroom. I did the bathroom first, and I make this a green colour because I thought, why not? We haven't had green properly yet in the home. Obviously I was basing this off of fall colours most of the time, and I did use some greenery on the outside of the house just because not all plants die in the fall, not all plants lose their flowers and stuff. So I decided to do green on the outside and decided to pull green into the bathroom. I thought with it being a small space, green would be okay. I do end up changing the mirror to black, and I end up changing the gown to black as well because I thought it was a bit too much green. But I decided all the accessories and that should be green, because why not? Why not green? I can't wait for the Sims to bring some extra colours to some more of these items. I feel they really need it, like the toothpaste cup. That could be done in so many colours, and the soap dispenser that I keep using in all my builds, that could be done in so many colours as well, and I just feel it's needed now. Same with the toilet roll. I mean, what colour is your toilet roll holder? Mine, I currently don't have one because my child broke it off the wall. This is so random that we're talking about this, but anyway, I'm just being random, don't mind me. Yeah, but I do want to obviously replace it and put a new one on, but I'm thinking probably just something silver, simple. Our bathroom is a really light green, not this green. So it doesn't really matter for us what we have. And our toilet is white. I know some people's toilets are black and silver, which I still find is crazy that you can do that, but ours are white. So yeah, I just feel that some items are really ready for an upgrade, and I hope they do what they have recently done and do over 1,200 again, because damn, that was good. That was so good. When I opened the gown and remember we got new colours for it, I was like, yay. Like, my little hair celebrated. The bedroom was the hardest for me. I didn't know what a witch would have in her bedroom, and thinking back and looking back on it now, I wish I would have put more greenery in here, even if it was climbing up the walls, because I felt that they would probably have that in a witch's hut, but I didn't do that at the time, of course, and decided to go with these oil lamps in this one because I felt it really suited what we were going for in here, with all the wood looking colours and that, nice curtains. So I just went with orange and reds as much as I could in here with the accents and stuff, and things that wouldn't draw colour from another item, so wouldn't put two oranges together, and kind of learning with the decorating stuff of what goes and what doesn't. I wanted this on the wall because of I put the cross stitch thing in downstairs, and I felt she would have done some and collected them or kept them and popped them on her wall for her own personal saving, because obviously no one would really go in your bedroom. Now if she had visitors, obviously they would have to come up here to go into the bedroom to go to the bathroom, but I was thinking more of the lines of her just living here by herself. And here we are into the wonderful tour. I thought it was broken then, it wasn't moving. I might have to speed it up if it's a little too slow. I do go around the whole property, so don't worry about that. Oh, I added foliage at the front here as well. Look, as you can tell, that's different. This is what I was talking about on the left side, and we got the, I love that little, what is it, pond deck. I found the boat eventually in the stream. I couldn't find the boat for ages, and I also put one under the big tree, just showing you underwater so you can see the fish, because obviously you can't see with the pattern I've chosen for the pond. I chose this pattern basically because it looks like all the leaves off the trees have fell in there, and I felt it really suited it. So I also put another boat under the tree, and I used that log to hide the tree trunk that was going into the pond, so it didn't look right. You know me, I do things. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys here. So, question of the day: which room is your favourite, and why was it your favourite? After you've seen the tour, obviously, because you haven't seen the backyard yet. Don't forget to leave your comments, suggestions and feedback down below about this build or anything else you want to see on the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed and you keep coming back and watching my content. That helps me out a bunch, as I'm trying to reach 300 subscribers and I'm not that far away. Don't forget to leave your comments and answer the question of the day of which room is your favourite, and I will see you all in another video. Bye for now.
you.